Hey, I'm Chlo, owner of Gator, a plant-based mobile cafe, and here's a little bit about my story. I'm 24. I have a degree in interior architecture. Decided to open up a food truck. I'm vegan. My first job, I was a barista at a coffee shop. I was really bad at it. And then each job I went to, I kind of just took reins on the machine and taught myself and worked out from there and loved it. I love coffee. I love latte art. I'm very passionate about good coffee. I started a little food blog where I just reviewed cafes and their options and did a bit of baking on the side, started making up my own recipes and stuff. And then I posted some and a cafe reached out to me and was like, hey, can I stock your brownies? And I was like, sure. And then from there it kind of snowballed into me making new recipes and going to markets, and then from markets it was me stocking more cafes, and then it just snowballed into me being like, hey, I don't want to work for anyone else anymore, I want to do this full time, and I guess that's what's really happened. I didn't want to settle down with a cafe or a full brick and mortar situation. So I was like, what about something that can move around and I can not do it if I don't want to do it, and put it in the back burner for a little bit and then always come back to it. Like a food truck, you can move, you can do whatever you want. You're not set in stone with a place. So I was looking at redoing one, but that's really expensive and really hard to get it passed by council. So we built one from scratch, which is insane. So everything is custom and handpicked and exactly how I saw it in my brain. So the windows are all reclaimed, the timber is all reclaimed timber, the aluminium on the outside is all reclaimed from vintage caravans. So it has that character of, you know, an old thing without being something completely new at the same time. So yeah, I could not be happier with it, honestly. I love it. The hospitality side and the food passion side, the baking side probably drives it more than the vegan side. The vegan part is just a part of it. I make everything myself. The only thing I don't make, I buy the croissants in, because croissants are ridiculous. No one wants to spend time making croissants, but all my cookies I bake, all my brownies I bake, the fruit loaf, all the savory food as well I prepare at home, I make at home. And it's just stuff that you're not going to make at home, so you're not going to be bothered to make it at home. So I make it for you, and then you're going to come to the van because it's good and you can't get it anywhere else, is the whole point, really. You need to be passionate about it. You need to love what you're doing. Otherwise, I don't want to say it's not worth it, but what's the point, really, if you're not passionate about it? You need so much time, you need so much effort, you need to put so much behind it that if you're not passionate about it, it's just not going to work. If you're not passionate about it, people will tell and they'll just know. I don't know if I've ever had someone be like, oh, it's not what I really wanted, because we do tell them straight up, hey, I'm so sorry, we don't have any dairy here. Would you like to try our house blend instead, or we can try this instead? And only 3 people have been like, nah, and walked away, but everyone else has been like, yeah, whatever, give us a go, and then they've all loved it. My favorite order is the order that's ridiculous. It's a half week decaf long black with extra froth milk and blah 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 with sugar, and they're so fun to make. I mean, some people think they're annoying, but I love it. No, I love encouraging people to try new things as well, especially a lot of dairy drinkers that we get. Convincing them to try a new milk and them loving it is just the most rewarding thing ever as well. like super, super happy with how everything's turned out. Like even when I go home, because I go home and then I bake more for this or my other business where I do cakes and wholesale and stuff, I am still very happy with everything and how it's turned out. Like, I couldn't be happier with the outcome. You need to be, the passionate about it, because you need to be passionate to create new things that people don't usually have the option to try. You have to be passionate enough to come up with new menu items, and you have to be passionate about the coffee. If you don't care about the type of coffee, where it comes from, see, all of mine is sustainably sourced, so I know exactly where it comes from, exactly who it goes through. So I have ethical coffee and I know exactly how to make it. So the secret is just, one, like we said before, be passionate about it and try new things and create different things that you're not going to make at home, because anyone can go and make stuff at home, and that's not why you go out to, I don't know, everyone can have eggs and bacon, you know? Everyone.